Hi, welcome. Today, I want to talk about one of the most exciting questions that I get from my clients. So, what's the number one question that I get when working with women entrepreneurs and coaches? It is, when do I know it's time to raise my prices? When do I raise my prices? How do I know I should raise my prices? I love that question because raising your prices is one of the most challenging and most important business decisions you're ever going to make in your business. If you're trying to build a sustainable, long-term, ongoing, profitable business beyond just making income and impact, because you're going to do that, those two things, but actually creating profits that last in your business, that allow you to invest in the business, invest in your growth and up-leveling your development, your personal development, your business development, then you need a business that brings in profits. And for that, you have to raise your prices. So, number one question, how do I raise my prices? Today I'm going to do the 7 signs that you know it's time to raise your price. There's 7 signs. There's way more, but these are the 7 that I talk about with clients. I see in clients that I've had to deal with too. And the first one is, you're thinking about it. You want to earn more money. You know, maybe you have a bigger financial decision. You're making big financial goals. You want to maybe buy a new house, travel more, whatever the decision is. You've been thinking about raising your prices. Here's the deal. You don't need permission from the mini price gods to come with their magic wand and say, okay, now Mimi, it's time for you to raise that price, to add that 0, to double that price. You are a business owner. Raising your price is a business decision. Kind of like figuring out who you want to work with, what you offer, rate, how much you charge is one of those decisions. And charging your worth is one of the privileges of running your own business. So you don't need permission, okay? If you're thinking about it, it's time to do it. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So I invite you to just lean into yourself, into the decision and figure it out. Is it exciting? What are you feeling? Excitement? Are you afraid? Are you concerned? Are you confused? Do you think, oh my gosh, are they going to leave? Are people even going to buy anything? What if it's too expensive? What if they can't afford it? And then stop yourself and see, is that true? You know, is anybody else offering services at that price? If they're not, you can be a trailblazer. You get to decide because it's your business. So that's the first step. No permission needed. Now, the second sign it's time to raise your price. You are angry. Okay. You're feeling resentment, basically. You have been resentful for the last 7 months, the last 8 months, maybe the last 5 years. When clients come to me, they've been resentful for a long time. They're tired of dealing with their clients. Some of the things that used to be fun in the business are no longer fun because they're working their asses off way more and bringing in way less or the same amount they brought in 2 years ago. So it's not making sense to them. They know something's off, but they're still scared to raise their prices because what if nobody buys? What if they lose clients? The thing is, being resentful is a sign of more than just feeling overwhelmed. It just means that you're over-delivering. You're undercharging and you're underpaid. And if you give in more than you get in any kind of relationship, not just your business, you're going to get angry. And, you know, being angry in a service-based business or product-based business is not really a great idea because you are there to serve at the highest level. And if you're not doing that, your clients can tell. And they don't deserve that. So the best way to work around that is to figure out how you can raise your prices to support your business so that you can continue to serve at the highest level. I can give you an example. In my fashion business, when I started making earrings, one of the earrings I sold was being sold by my competitors for $3.99. Well, it cost $3.99 just to think about making the earring. So I said, okay, I'm going to sell this for $6. I put it on the website and I got 13 sales for those earrings. I was so pissed because I thought it's going to cost $6.99 to ship it. They pay for their own shipping, but still, why is the shipping more expensive than the earring? I have to go to the post office. I can't even afford to hire someone to go to the post office to ship these earrings. So 13 months later, I decided to quadruple my prices. I made the earrings $24 and I waited. I thought I was going to throw up. And then the first sale came in, the second sale came in, the third sale came in, and they were all repeat customers. I waited, I looked at my message to see if I was going to get any messages from the customers saying, why is the price $24? We've been paying $6 for the last 13 months. No, it was the same 5-star reviews. The customers were happy and they kept buying more and more and more. Nobody blinked and nobody asked me why the price was $24. And I realized the value of those earrings is way more than $24. And I've been selling them for $6. I was angry. I will make them and the karma was just not good. So now they're more than $24 for the same earrings, the same customers, and way more customers. That makes my point. It's the same in service-based business. I went from $550 a month for coaching to $5,900 for a package for 6 months. My clients just continued working with me. It was like, okay, now they were getting solution-based packages, so it was even better for them and they were happier. And I was so happy. But I also had to step up and challenge myself to serve at an even higher level, not do more, not continue to over-deliver, but stretch myself to my next level in personal and professional development. Because now I was working with coaches. I was hiring coaches to work with. I had a business coach, I had a life coach, I had a money mindset coach. So I need to pay for that in my business. I couldn't afford to keep charging $550 a month. It wasn't working for me. I was getting resentful. Sometimes I roll my eyes when I saw an email from a client, honestly, because I was like, it's too much work. So if you're feeling resentful, it's time to raise your prices. Number 3, I have notes. I'm going to look at my notes. Number 3, your clients are going to tell you. This one's a good one. When you're in a coaching or sales call with a client or a consultation or whatever it is, and the client says to you, or the potential client says to you, oh, wow, that's it? I thought for sure it was going to be more. It's time to raise your price, okay? And you don't want to wait until you get to that point that the client is telling you you need to raise your prices. I see this all the time. Always with coaches, obviously, because we're so spiritual and we don't want to charge for the work that we do. Oh my God, how dare we charge? But I see it with hairdressers, with massage therapists, with personal trainers. 10 years ago, I had to hire a personal trainer because I was having fibroids, and my doctor said, if you hire a trainer that's really good at what they do, they'll be able to kick those fibroids to the curb, and you're going to have healthier pregnancies and healthier children. Just work with a trainer. So I knew I had to find a personal trainer. I found one, and when I was consulting with him, he said it's $50 an hour, and I thought, I get to be healthy. I get to be strong and build muscle and get a six-pack here, okay? That's what I wanted. And I get to feel really good. Then I get to go get healthy pregnancies and have healthy children. Because in my mind, it was all a correlation. For $50 an hour? And I said, wow, that's it? And he goes, yeah, why? Well, what is it supposed to be? And I said, I didn't have too much integrity then, so I waited until after the 10 days we worked together, and the fibers were gone in 10 days. I waited until the fibers were gone and I had my, my stomach looked like it was trying to get real six-packy. And then I said, maybe you should do like a package, or like maybe go to $200 an hour, because then we're done, right? So he did do that. He has a package now that he offers to clients. But again, my eyes went wide open because as an ideal client, I knew the value he was giving me. I knew the specific problem he was solving for me. And I would have paid anything. For me, that was priceless. So anyway, when your clients tell you it's too cheap, go up. This leads to the 4th one. You're the cheapest person. I never encourage anyone to compete based on price, because if you want to create a premium brand, that's not the way to go. And you're always going to find a client who's going to tell you it's too expensive. So there's no need to compete on price. Compete on what you're offering. Compete on your value. Then you're not really competing, you're dominating in your niche, in your market, in your industry, because you know what you're offering and you know what your clients want and you're giving it to them. So don't be the person in the market with the lowest price thinking, if I'm at rock bottom, then everybody's going to come to me. Some clients are going to be suspicious and they're not going to hire you because, especially in service-based industries, if you're the one doing the lowest, they're going to think, well, what's the catch? Why is she charging that little? It's time to raise the prices. The next one, like energy attracts like energy. So if you're attracting pain in the ass clients, it's time to raise your price. It has to do with your energy. Because when you come from a place of, I am not enough and I have to twist myself into a pretzel to make sure that everyone likes me, I'm not rocking the boat, I want everybody to win, I don't want this to be a lose-lose situation, you're going to attract people who are happy to twist you into a pretzel. Whether it's in your business, in your personal romantic relationships, in your family, people will treat you the way you teach them to treat you. So you will attract what your energy is putting out. If you give out, twist yourself into a pretzel prices, twist yourself, we're happy to twist you into a pretzel client, will show up. They're never going to appreciate what you do. They're not going to get what they want from you, and they're going to complain about everything, and your life is going to be a living hell. So if you have more clients than not who are like complaining all the time, making your life miserable all the time, not getting the results they want, you have to look at the price you're offering and see, well, who am I being? What's wrong with my prices? Think about that. And if that's happening for you, raise your prices. Number 6, if you have a waiting list. Sometimes I talk to my colleagues. I have never had a waiting list, but I know colleagues who have waiting lists. And it's amazing because then you know you're giving great value, right? It's one of the things that happens, especially in referral businesses, because one person goes to you, works with you, and before the package even ends, they referred someone to you. That I've had. But I've never had 10 people waiting to work with me. And I know people, coaches who have like a waiting list of 10 clients waiting to work with them. That's awesome. It means you're really good at what you do. But it means something else. It means you're too cheap. It's time to raise your prices. It's the same thing if you have a product-based business and you have back orders. Especially around the holiday period, you have like 20 people who ordered this thing, and you're the one making it because, especially if you're a handmade business, which I am in my fashion business, you hand making it and you have 20 people lined up. Raise the price every week. Raise the price up because you are giving that value. You should not be in a position where you're struggling to meet the demands of all these people. I mean, your ego is good. It's like, yeah, I'm awesome, but you're not going to take care of yourself. It's a lot. Raise the price. So instead of dealing with 20 people on the wait list, you have your 5 clients and you have the same amount of money or even more. They're not going to go anywhere. They love you. They're going to wait for you. So offer it to them now at a higher price that serves you and them. Okay? And the last one, number 7, is the value is more than the package. You have a premium package and the value is more than that. And I think the story of my personal trainer applies in this situation too, because what I was getting was priceless. What I was getting from him was priceless. So if you're in a position where you have amazing value, your clients are getting great results, they get what they want, then raise the price. You're not stealing candy from a baby, you're not cheating on them, you're not being unethical, you're running a business. It's supply and demand. It's basic. So I'll go back over the 7 ways. The first one was when you're thinking about it. You don't need permission. Number 2 is you're resentful. You're starting to get really resentful and kind of dropping the ball with your clients in some places. Number 3, your clients are telling you, oh my God, that's it? Wow, I thought it was going to be more than that. It's time to raise your prices. When you're the cheapest person in the game, raise your prices. That's number 4. Number 5, you're attracting pain in the ass clients. Number 6, you have a waiting list. And number 7, the value of your premium packages is higher than the price. So there you have it. Thanks for watching with me today. My name is mimidabo, and I support women entrepreneurs and coaches who want to create premium packages and charge higher prices or charge their worth. We work together to make sure they have the right ideal clients in a profitable niche, the marketing and sales align with who they want to be and what they want to create. And then we create the premium packages that align with that and bring in the profits and income that they want. So if you resonate with this, I want you to click like. I invite you to click like, to comment, and to share. Let me know what comes up for you when it's time to raise your prices. Are you charging what you're worth? Have you thought about raising prices? Why haven't you? What's in the way of you doing that? What are the money blocks coming up for you? Thanks.